This is Charles Carver with Pride Auto Plaza in Wichita, Kansas. It's our 1951 Ford Custom Deluxe. Very original car, all original paint, original engine in it. Been a local Kansas car since it was new, and it's actually a very low mileage car, and it's a driver. It's not a trailer queen. The last owner of this car has been a friend of mine since the 70s, and he bought this car so he and his wife could go cruising with a local Ford V8 car club. And they've been on several trips as long as 800 to 900 miles, and it's really been a dependable car for them. But it's kind of at that stage where they need to do some other things, so have the opportunity to sell the car. And you'll see that amazingly, this car only has 61,000 original miles on it. And as I said, it has original motor, which is the flathead 6-cylinder. It's originally a 3-speed manual with overdrive. The transmission has been replaced back with the original style 3-speed with overdrive. I'm going to shut this car off and restart it so you can see how easily it starts. And I've driven this car 15 miles or so here this morning to get to this particular location, and you'll notice oil pressure on this car. Sitting here idling, it's completely warmed up, so you can see by the temperature gauge. All the gauges do work, by the way. Everything on the car works except for the radio. It's well over 40 pounds oil pressure. It's a good running car. It's also, the car had a dealer install Mark, I think it was called a Mark IV air conditioning, and that air conditioning did go out on the previous owner, and they replaced it, updated it with I forget the name of the company. It's a company down in Texas that specializes in air conditioning for vintage cars. Has a Sanyo air compressor and R134 refrigerant. And it's a cold day here, so I can't check it out, but the previous owner says the air conditioning on it is very comfortable, very cool, works great. This car also has the dealer installed turn signal setup, which works. Everything on the car, like I say, does work. It's a nice driver. Everything but the radio is working. Also, one thing maybe would be of interest. This car still has the original mechanical fuel pump, but it also has added an auxiliary electric fuel pump, and that's just used for when the car's been sitting for a long time. This has a really long fuel line, goes clear up around in front of the radiator, and the fuel drains out of that long line. So because this car sits around a lot, they put the auxiliary fuel pump on, and they use that to prime up the system when the car's been sitting. And then once it's primed up, the electric fuel auxiliary pump is shut off, and it relies solely on the original manual style system. Take the emergency brake off here. Look out. All right. car's basically had two owners that actually drove the car, drove it and enjoyed it, and my understanding there were, I believe, two guys that owned it in between that were basically just collectors, and appreciated the car for its beauty and its originality, but drove it either none or very little. So it's, like I say, it's primarily a two-owner driven car, but actually a four-owner car technically. Very original, very solid car. Still has the original paint, original upholstery, pretty nice condition everywhere. Mechanically, the car is excellent for a 1951 Ford, and everything works on the car, and confident that the mileage on this car is actual at 61,221. So this is Charles Carver again, Pride Auto Plaza in Wichita, Kansas. You can give me a call with any questions, area code 316-519-6145. Thanks for watching.